this just looks like I've been looking forward to this task I'm going to do today, and that is making brackets for my headlights. I want it somewhere around this position, and I don't want to have this clamp around the fork here. I want to make the bracket go in behind of the fork. And I actually made a 3D model. Let me show you. I had to play around a bit to see how I could fix it. So you can see I made this bracket with a bend, so it goes inside of the fork. You can also see this gray cylinder under the headlight. That is the splitter for the brake lines, going one input and two output. And this also needs to be fitted here. This is the original bracket that holds the cylinder that splitted the brake lines. So the cylinder was here. What I have done is I twisted a bit around with the hoses. So I now will lower it like this, and I need to make a new bracket across here. And my brake lever, the hose up to the brake lever, needs to be replaced. So I need to buy a new one that is longer. This one is I think 26 centimeters. And I probably need to buy 40 centimeters, I guess, to get it all the way up. But the first task will be then to create this bracket that goes across here and also have some arms. And I will test using this threaded steel bars, steel rods, and use those here. Let's see how that goes. the mounting mechanism is done. So I used these threaded steel bars here, and I can actually unscrew them. I wanted to make so everything could be detachable. So I think these are sturdy enough. They slide up. I found a hose that was 9 millimeters on the outside and 4 on the inside. So I sharpened this. I already showed that. So I can just slide them up here into the hose and then just screw them into the hole and then have this nut here to secure them. And the next job now will be actually, wait a sec, to make the brackets that goes onto the headlights. And yeah, I probably need to do some experiments and some tests. I probably will make the first one. I use 2 millimeter steel for this. And then I will probably weld on some more until I finally reach the steel bars here. And then I need a tube, a pipe that I can slide down into this and then have a nut on top of bottom to secure them. In that way I can actually decide how high up or down I would like to have the headlights, so I can just slide them on these rods. Yeah, smart, eh? Hopefully it seems to be sturdy, a bit flex, but hopefully it will not be too wobbly. So yeah, it just gets started with the next brackets. Sorry for this interruption. This is me from the future. From this point off in the video, you will see I deviated from my plan. I found this pipe laying around in my garage and I thought, wouldn't it be smart to use that one instead of sticking to the plan, making an angled bracket? Yeah, a round one would be even better. Maybe not. I will speed up the process because what's coming up next is not a pretty sight. Let me show you the end result. Or it's not the end result, it's a result. It's a temporary result because I'm not happy at all. This is the best part of the build. It doesn't look too bad at exactly that angle. What I managed was to avoid to go across this fork. I go on the inside as I planned. And the bracket is nice, curved, having the lines I was looking for. Looks nice, doesn't it? It's a bit big. You can see I've drawn a line here. I can see now I should have made it a bit smaller. And that also makes the headlight a bit too far off the fork. I would like to insert it backwards to the bike. So it's first mistake, it was two big brackets. So that is the first thing that I would like to fix. The second thing that's even worse, let me take you around here. Let's see if you can see it. This one has a huge gap here. So it's not accurate enough built. Let me show you from the top, and here is the worst part. I hate this curved look. It doesn't work. I couldn't find anything to attach it to the steel bar I have here. So I just welded on a nut, and it does just look hideous, I think. What do you think? Should I move the headlights a bit backwards, some centimeters? Or do you like it as it is? I will definitely not move it more forward. I will change the brackets. I didn't like them, so I will rebuild this anyway. I will reduce the size, cut them down, and of course if I move the headlight backward it will be shorter. I think that is best, but it would be nice to hear what you think. Also I will need to modify the contraption back here. Yeah, just try to clean it up, use some other material, definitely not use this rounded type. Have this angled bracket as I originally planned for. I think that is better. That means it will be another project here. Not doing everything all over, but changing a lot. So